hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're young queens, beautiful and smart and brilliant and bright. And it really, I know I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Mm-hmm.
No man wants his woman to be out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, I grew up on Method Man saying wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off.
And like you said, there are ways of being sexy without showing so much.
Oh, please. And that's really not sexy.
I mean, one of the most sexiest, most beautiful pictures is you. I forgot what year it was, but you got on like a basketball jersey and like some jeans, you eating some popcorn. That is.
So what you think about what she said? I'm going to tell you what some people have been saying.
What?
So some people was saying, like, they really have like a cancel culture out here.
Oh.
And they cancel culture.
What's
you know that cancel culture when they're like, oh, such and such is canceled. You heard that?
Okay. No, I didn't hear about it.
No, I'm saying you heard that term. When they be like, oh, we canceling
Oh, right.
such and such.
Okay, I got you,
yeah,
I got
so that's the term they've been using with her. Saying like, oh, she's canceled because the girls don't like what she said. Like, women don't like what she said. And a lot of them were saying, why do how we dress got to tie back to a man? And I think it was more so just like that standpoint. Like, why do everything got to be tied back to a man? And then some woman was saying, how can you judge somebody on what they are by how they're dressed?
You can. For a woman, dressing provocative, booty cheeks out, titties out, who want to take that home to their mama? You know what I mean? Because it's like when a woman got their titties out, booties out, to me, they're labeled as a jump off or something that I can just have fun with, versus a woman that's covered up. A woman that's covered up,
More conservative.
the woman that's covered that's more conservative. It's like, this is what I want. It's a job. I gotta chase her to make her mine. When versus a woman that's not, the versus woman that's covered up, that's not covered up, she easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's easy. So I can't make nobody that my child's mother. In my opinion, I can't make nobody my child's mother take on to my mother, take on my parents. None of that. Because I've been there, done that, and it's not worth it. Because it's a headache. Because they want to feel like every man wants them. And then I'm like, man, this not no 5 heartbeats. To when every night I got to prove
I gotta
my love.
prove my love.
I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Just like when me and you got together. You weren't showing booty cheek, you weren't showing breast. You was being conservative on how we've been raised. We've been raised in the church.
Right.
You know what I mean? So by you showing, it was a job for me to get to know you.
Yeah.
To be in your presence. You know what I mean? Women that's not covered up is easy. They must, for one, they're all about money. They're not trying to be with nobody that got...
Them the gold diggers.
Yeah, them the gold diggers. They're not trying to be with nobody that's like us, working 9 to 5. Because they put stuff on the internet. Oh, you need a man next month. You need this, you need that. Hot girl summer, prime example. I don't need no man do this. I don't need a man do that. I could do that. I could just take his money. That's what society wants. To destroy what God made. What God made a promise of. You don't dress provocatively when we go out. You know what I mean? I know what you look like, in the bed, in the sheets. I know what you look like. That's what, you know what I mean? Even though you wear clothes that fit your body, it make us look good as a unit because we're not trying to get nobody's attention. You know what I mean? I work out. I don't wear clothes to get nobody's attention. You know what I look like. You know what I mean? I work, look what I got on now, blue jean outfit. I'm not trying to press nobody, I'm trying to press my wife. I'm trying to press you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep your attention just like you're trying to keep my attention.
So girls that dress, I guess, in the strips of clothing, as Phylicia Rashad used to describe them.
Right.
Whose attention are they trying to get?
People of the world.
Men or women?
Both. People of the world. The way this society is now, Yeah, women with women, men with women, you know, stuff like
No, I
that.
mean, like, you know how, like, some men be like, we like, the natural woman, like, y'all dress yourselves up, you know, y'all do the makeup, the lashes, the wigs to look good to other women. But us men like us, like you, like in your natural state. I'm saying, do you feel like women who dress like that, are they dressing like that for the attention
Yeah.
of other men,
Oh
or do
yeah,
they dress
both.
like that to show
They
another woman, like,
no,
I'm that girl, I'm that girl?
they're dressing
Who
like
do they? Who are they trying to?
they're dressing like that for attention. I don't care what race.
So they don't care where it come
They don't care
from.
where it comes from.
If it's just
They
approval
don't
points
care.
for another female, like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm
Tosh,
built,
they don't care.
or okay.
Because look, when we go out, we just modest.
Mm-hmm.
We still get attention.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where we go, we still get attention on how we dress. We dress modest.
Mm-hmm.
We dress to where we go any way we want.
Yeah.
You know, we like old girl was saying in Florida. She said,
Oh, on the TikTok.
yeah, why are women dressing with these tennis skirts with their booty out for? I mean, for what?
Mm-hmm.
For what? What are you trying to prove?
Yeah.
You doing all that for what?
Yeah.
You know
And
what I
I
mean?
do feel like the clothing style of a lot of companies are trying to make what's meant for, like, in the house or in the bedroom is becoming like outfit pieces now, like for you to wear outside. I feel like they're making stuff that look like lingerie but saying that they're outfits to be worn outside. I feel like shoe companies are making shoes that look like you wear them in the house but trying to make them look like you can wear them outside.
Them Uggs.
Yeah, like the Uggs. They got a pair of Uggs that look like house shoes.
Yeah.
A lot of these companies make clothes that look like lingerie that you would like wear in the house, but they making it so that they're outfits for outside. So I don't know if that's part of the problem too, when people just shop for what's on the market, or if that's just their personal taste in clothing. I don't know. I know for me and myself, I'm not into all that, provocative type stuff. And a lot of companies, believe it or not, and I told you, they reach out
Yeah,
to
I know
me
that.
wanting me to,
Promote.
promote their lingerie and do bra sets and swimsuits and all that type of stuff. But it's not even like your basic type
Right.
swimsuits.
Right.
It's like, like two pieces, the bottoms is thongs and all that kind. Like, I'm just not into that type of stuff. And just showing off what I feel like is for my man to see, and showing it off all over the internet, or like all out
Just
in
like
public, in a sense.
just like being conservative. That's out the window. You know what I mean? Everybody feel like they got to show the breast.
It's the girls,
Yeah, they can show a breast.
but it's women.
It's just like when we go out, we go to the beach with the family. She tell me to take my shirt off. I said I don't want to.
But that's the beach.
I'm just saying. I don't.
But you do that.
I don't.
I
Want
know,
to
I know.
because That's who I am.
I know.
You know, I know what I.
Are you shy?
Look, I know I got muscles. You know what I mean?
I do too.
Yeah, I know it, but I just don't want to see what everybody I got. What I'm
trying to
working
show
with,
everybody.
because that's between me and you.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
Even if you tell me I wear my tight shirts, been working out,
you
stuff
do.
like that, breast all out. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
his shirts be like mediums.
No, they be schmeedy.
Yeah, they be mediums.
But they don't be tight like
And
that.
he an extra large.
But they don't be tight like that. But what I'm saying is, I don't show myself to the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that's between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that type of person. I'm not no arrogant person. I don't like to brag. I don't do none of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the way society is showing these people nowadays, especially us black folks, because they're trying to get rid of us. This is why a woman dressed the way she dressed. This is why she's a baby mother. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because the way she dressed, don't no man want to take that home,
Mm-hmm.
because she don't respect herself. Mm-hmm. She all about attention. When you be conservative, a man will marry a conservative woman. Then he will marry her quicker.
Yeah, and that was gonna be the next thing I get to.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that, but you just got it right onto it. Do you feel like women who are more modest And not saying, I don't even know why people feel like modest is not still sexy. You
Very
know?
sexy.
Like, I'm in a freaking turtleneck right now. You know, long sleeves. But I still feel real good in what I have on in this moment right now.
Look good.
And
You look good too, baby.
okay.
I could bite you, girl.
You better slow down.
I don't
You
know.
better slow
I'm
down.
about to cut this video.
You might
You know
have
what I
to
mean?
slow down.
I love my chocolate. You know what I mean? I love my chocolate. That's what it is. Skip that. Skip that.
So I don't know what a narrative of being like the more naked you are, the more sexually appealing you are.
Look at the
When
rap.
you really can be covered up and really can really catch the eye of somebody.
Look at these rap videos.
Oh yeah, I know. But I feel like
It's the labels.
it's all poison.
Yep.
It's really all poison. And I do feel like the girls who be like, oh no, you can't judge me by the way I dress. I do feel, I don't really fully agree with that, because you can't judge somebody by how they dress. To me, to a certain level, you can't judge somebody. Now, I'm not talking the character of somebody, but just the overall, I don't know, like, I don't know how to word it, but I just feel like the way you present something is how somebody's going to receive it. So if you want to be taken seriously, if your goal is to be in a committed relationship with somebody, if your goal, even if we taking a relationship out of the mix and your goal is to get the job, or your goal is to get the promotion, or to, you know, I don't know, get into rooms with elite people, I feel like you're going to dress the part. If you had a job interview, you're not going to go to that job interview with booty shorts on and a tank top. You know, you're going to go dressed accordingly.
Look, remember this? When we was out and about, this is a guy. We was at Gibraltar. And
good old Gibraltar.
We was at Gibraltar.
Rest in peace.
And the owner of Gibraltar came up to the kids.
Oh, yeah.
I said, hold on, bro. I said, who are you?
Yeah.
Don't be speaking to my kids.
Yeah.
He said, I'm sorry.
And he was super old, and so we didn't really we wasn't like that too much just because of his age, but it did take us back like, wait. Because remember the ice cream? He was trying to get him food or something, and that's what threw us off.
Hold on, bro. I said, I don't know you.
Yeah, he was trying to get him food.
He's like, whoa, I'm sorry. He said, I'm the owner of Gibraltar.
Yep, and he was the owner. Yep.
So I say that to say this. I said, the way he was dressed,
you never would have.
Button-up shirt, khaki pants, and the beat-up loafers.
Yeah.
So that goes to saying what I'm about to say is, people don't have to dress provocative to get attention.
Right.
I love natural women.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just like when somebody, I ain't gonna make up. I said, baby, you still look good. I said, what you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I got a wig on right now.
Yeah, but that's a wig. But I'm saying, but you got a bunch
of hair. I got hair
up under there.
Yeah.
We take that when your hair down in your back. What I'm saying is, you don't have to dress like that to get nobody's attention. That's a female fair to realize.
And you know how my brother is when it comes to like that name. Like, look, we are mirrors of each other. You know, so don't do nothing that would tarnish this name.
Right.
You know. So, and I guess I do believe in that too. Like, be a good representation of the person that you're with the family that you're building, or if you don't have either of that, the life that you do want to have, represent that every day. And I feel like every day, I guess, in a sense, we dress for the way we want to be perceived by other people or accepted by other people, in a sense too.
I'm gonna say this.
Take pride in.
I'm gonna say this.
Your appearance.
Dress how you think God wants you to dress. Because without God, we have nothing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I gotta put God in place in everything we do. Because God been blessing us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why you dress modest. Dress the way to present yourself. The way you present yourself is why people gonna treat you.
I agree with that
too. You know what I mean? It's how people gonna treat you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to show no muscle. Well, it's summertime here yet though. I might have to show some muscle in summertime. But anyway, that's here.
You know that saying, if it walk like a duck, talk like a duck.
It is a duck.
It is a duck. You know, I guess I'm a believer of that as well. Like, you would duck. So if you don't want to be perceived as a overly sexualized woman or like a piece of meat in a sense, don't present yourself in that type of way. I guess that's just how my take is for it now. If you out here, you just trying to look for fun, I guess.
Man, see, let me tell you something.
Do what float your boat, I guess. But
I think
if your end goal is for
a lot
marriage,
of females dress like that because they're trying to find a guy that's rich. Rare. Stop it. So they tell me they don't want a guy with a 9 to 5. Them the best guys right there because they coming home. Whatever my wife want, whatever you want, I'm gonna get. It might not come when you want it. It's like God said, it might not come on time, but not come when you want it.
It might not come when you want it, but I'm always on time.
I'm always on time. I take care of you because you take care of me.
You know how I said in the beginning, some women tie it back to why do like the old heads give advice and then always spin it back around to a man? Like, why can't they just be? And then they'll say, like, not every woman even want a man or, you know, things like that. But why do they always tie it to a man? Like, why do how I dress have to tie me back to what a man wants?
God made Adam first. God made Adam first.
But for a single woman, if somebody's telling her how to dress and she feels like, and they trying to tell her how to dress because she's dressed overly sexual.
Yeah.
If they say, you know, don't no man really like to see all of that.
She's not gonna find nobody.
But
because the way
and I guess
dressed,
that's why they're mad at Phylicia Rashad because
she's not gonna find nobody. She's not gonna find nobody.
This is what they're saying. What if they're not even looking to find somebody? Why are the comments always turned to a man?
My thing is it can't be no man. My thing, why dress like that? You showing all that for what? Have shame. Shame is gone.
Yeah, it is.
Have shame.
Shame
So
is still
why
sitting in the
dress
90s.
like that? Don't nobody. If I'm out with the kids or you, I'm not trying to look at nobody's booty cheeks. I'm not trying to see nobody's titties.
And I'm
not trying to look at that crap. It's a family function, and you get X, Y, and Z out.
Yeah.
Why
and we
do
was
that?
somewhere.
I'm straight on all that bullshit.
I can't remember where we were, but we were somewhere in a female. We wasn't in Detroit though. I feel like we was out of town.
What, Atlanta?
Yeah, either there or in Florida. I can't remember, and a group of girls like walked by and they had like them shorts that had like the bottom of their butts cut out. And my kids is like walking, like we just so happened to start walking like behind them in a sense. You talking about the embarrassment I had? Because the kids,
they black.
Yeah, they were black. But the kids and like the look on their face, and I remember them like saying stuff to each other and they was all giggling and stuff, but I was just like embarrassed. Like, you got my kids looking at the bottom of your butt.
Because
like,
there is no shame.
Yeah.
I mean, so make it make sense, man. This stuff is... So if y'all want to hear more stuff about us talking about these conversations, stuff like that, like I said, what you say, Tosh?
Yeah, drop us a comment. Let's dialogue in the comment section. Y'all know I'll be hitting y'all back like A to the set. So drop us some comments. Let's dialogue. Drop us some suggestions. This was a request. And yeah, we hope we kind of touched on something. Y'all let us know. And we're going to catch y'all in the next Chocolate Conversation.
Live from Detroit. You know it.
Bye,
What up, though?